Yeah, but there's also a woman addicted to scraping her ears.
Yeah, that's
with
weird.
sharp objects.
Wow.
When she was a young girl, she had a flower lodged into her ear, deep into her ear canal. Yeah. It was extracted, but she always felt like there was a little piece left over.
Oh
so it's some psychological thing going on. She has a whole kit, different types of scissors, a small scalpel, a metal nail filer. She just digs and digs and digs. And she says that she gets a rush, like an adrenaline rush, when she gets something out of there. But you know what she's really getting out of there? Little pieces of skin.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that to me, like I can connect the dots to that, especially if she was really little and how horrible it must have felt to have it in there.
Right.
And so there's almost some sort of cellular and even just muscular memory of that.
Yes.
Where she's just re-experiencing it constantly.
And I think it maybe became more of a habit that she continued doing. So that one makes a little more sense than being in love with your car.
Yeah. But she does this 12 hours a day, guys. 12 hours a day.
Oh, that's
when she's like in the grocery store, she got her little scalpel. When she's driving in her car, like literally
that's
12
sad.
hours a day. And that's
really
sad. Like
to spend your day doing that.
Another addiction is a woman addicted to drinking nail polish. What do you guys think of that?
Well, I would think that it's probably not good for her health because there's a lot of toxic things in nail polish that you probably shouldn't intake. So I think that she's going to have some serious health problems sooner or later if she's addicted to drinking nail polish.
And when people try to intervene, like people who love her, she gets so defensive and she's like, I will not stop drinking this nail polish.
Wow.
And she even lost a baby to drinking the nail polish as well. Like that, even that didn't make her stop. Again, I think it's some type of control thing that she's not realizing.
I think she must be getting high off that.
Yeah, well, you smell it, right? And you get kind of lightheaded. So what I'm wondering is her tongue all coated with different with different colors, you know?
Well, they showed her drinking it and, got on her lips a little bit, got on her tongue, but it didn't like stick on there. I would have thought that it would have stuck on there.
I was thinking.
But she says she loves she says it burns her tongue, burns her mouth, burns her chest, but she likes it. In these weird addictions, there's a feeling of enjoyment for the pain. And a lot of these people talk about they feel numb, they feel pain. That's the common theme in a lot of these. And just like cutting, when people cut.
Right, or burn, right.
The pain that they feels good to them because it makes them forget about what type of mental or emotional agony they're having. I hope that this young girl stops because it didn't look like she wanted to stop at all.
Right.
A lot of these other people, other than the guy with the car, they want to stop. Well, other than the cat food and some of these people, they want to stop their weird addiction. She doesn't seem like she wants to.
It's like a distraction.
It's so sad.
From facing reality. It's like they have to find something to take their attention.
It's going to destroy your organs, everything.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times, like you were saying with the cutting or burning or things like that, is that it's described as a lot of people feel so numb all the time. It's the only way they can feel anything. So I think that for a lot of people, whatever trauma they went through, they suppressed or they shut down. And they can't let that out. So it's the only way is by having, it burn your mouth or burn. It would be an interesting case study to see what exactly happened, to this woman.
Right.
Where she's trying to burn her mouth out. I mean, as a former counselor, I have some of my own ideas that I come up with, but you know what I mean? It just seems...
Makes you wonder, because everything has an origin.
Right.
Nothing just starts out of nowhere.
Right.
And if we can go to the problem and the root of it, we might be able to help people in the future.
Exactly. It's like we have to stop it before it goes too far. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
all these addictions are going to definitely need a lot of therapy and counseling.
Especially when it's harmful to your body. Like, I'm sure eating cat hair and nail polish is very harmful to the body. And like when it comes to your health. The guy with the car, that's like mentally disturbing. Right. But he's not really like hurting himself. Like,
well, I don't know. He might.
He might mentally and stuff. Well, yeah.
Where he wants to stick it.
If he's putting in a gas tank, that probably isn't healthy. But.
No. Right.
So we just got a couple more if we could go through those quick.
Yes. A woman who drinks, bathes, and brushes her teeth with urine. She was diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma. and they told her she only had a certain amount of time to live. She uncovered this new therapy. Well, it's actually not new. It's been practiced for years. Urine therapy to maintain her health and to fight the disease. Pretty much, she brushes her teeth with it. She drinks it out of her eyes. She has a little eye thing that she puts it in her eyes to receive the urine. She drinks it. She pretty much, everything that she eats, it's centered around how her urine will taste after. So her urine is definitely like controlling her whole world.
So she's managed to go on past that
well,
time
yeah.
that she was going to live.
Yes, I mean,
and I actually have heard of this.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to judge this too, because it just seems like, well, maybe she's doing this to help herself.
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard that, you know, like in other countries that people drink urine and stuff for cleansing reasons and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to say that's bad because I don't know her. I haven't walked in her shoes.
And I know some, you know, well, relatively mentally stable, because I'm the one judging it, people that have done that for health purposes. So I wouldn't do it. It would freak me out. But just thinking about it freaks me out. But I do know people that, you know, are relatively mentally competent that have done it when needed, and it seems to have helped them cleanse.
I just know
But how long did they do it?
I think that, you know, it's mostly been done after cleansing, like after doing a fast or whatever. And then, you know, like 1 or 2 days or something, you know, like that. So it wasn't like, it wasn't continuous constant every day.
Like this woman does it every day, and she doesn't plan on stopping.
Well, there are people. I mean, that's.
And I'm not
I don't
judging.
know, but we have to see her health chart to know if it's bad or not.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's kind of gross. I mean, it's not kinda. It is gross. But I mean, if it's helping her, then more power to her. It doesn't bother me. The smell is kind of gross. But then again, I don't even like smell of seafood. So.
Well, the only thing, and I agree with you guys, if it works with her, it's good. But the only thing is that she not only takes the urine therapy, but will not accept medical treatment from doctors. Like she has a mole on her back that's changing daily and won't get it looked at. Like she doesn't want a biopsy to come and look at it and take a piece of it out because she feels like that's going against the urine therapy. So I think if you do that, you should kind of do both. Be logical and find out what the doctors think for your own safety, but also do what you feel is working for you too. There's got to be like a balance.
True. But but it sounds like she's kind of outlived what they predicted anyway.
That's true.
So then she might be in a position where, what does it matter what they say? They, you know, I know my body better than they do, could be her. I mean, I could see getting into that mindset about it.
And if she feels she's gonna die anyways, what risk is she taking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, I'm gonna die, so I must do what I want.
It's just like drinking it all day. Like that's all she drinks. And she drinks the majority of the pee that comes out of her.
Oh, nice.
But, you know, again, I'm not judging at all. I mean, all the power to you. Like, I just feel a little bad for her daughters because they're really concerned because they don't feel like it's working for her. But lastly, a woman addicted to drinking gasoline.
Alcohol. There are a lot of women drink.
She prefers it out of the gas can. She pretty much, when she was younger, she sat behind her mother's car and breathed in the exhaust fumes. She said, oh, it smells good, it probably tastes good. She started to drink it. She, again, loves the burn that it does. It makes her emotionally numb and physically numb. She went to the doctor stabbed her with a needle, she couldn't even feel it. It's giving her nerve damage. She could die at any moment. But she's trying. She's trying to overcome it. And lastly, a woman addicted to eating cat food, another cat craze. She suffered from a difficult divorce where she spent a lot of the time after that alone with her 3 cats. She gave them a treat, like the ones that you give Pablo, Temptations. She decided to try it, and she was hooked ever since. And now she eats the wet cat food, and she says it smells like homemade chicken soup.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty much all she eats.
Well, I'll say, you know, if you could give it to your cat, then why not, right? I mean, I wouldn't eat cat food, but she gives it to her cat, so. But
cat food, especially the wet kind, it's made with from dying animals, diseased animals at times, decaying animals that aren't meant for human consumption.
Right.
But
so
although
it's probably
one
not good.
One could argue that there's a lot of meat out there now that really isn't meant for human consumption too, because they are disease. Whereas
True.
in old times they would
Look at hot dogs.
But yeah, hot dogs.
We don't even know what the heck is in
the most
them.
carcinogenic thing you can. Yeah.
Well, those are our weird addictions. We will be right back with more topics. You don't want to go anywhere.
No, don't go anywhere.
Be right back. Good job, everybody.